Hey guys, last night I was teaching my concierge clients a class on mind mastery during a crisis. Because let's face it, if you're going through a divorce, you are facing many, many crises. So I want to talk to you about the idea of no longer white knuckling the crisis, but instead using this crisis as a vehicle for you to evolve and grow and get better. So first, I'm going to tell you that we are fed a whole bunch of lies, and I want to recalibrate what is the normal human experience on this planet. The lies that your brain wants to tell you or that your parents have told you when you grew up is that you're supposed to be happy all the time. The world should be better than it is. Everybody should be nice. And there shouldn't be obstacles and crises. Now, if you believe that, you're going to live in a pretty constant state of frustration and disappointment. So I want to tell you the truth. I want to recalibrate for you the truth on the human experience. I look sparkly today, don't I? Okay, so here's the truth. Life is supposed to be 50-50, and it's kind of that way by design, where it's 50% amazing and 50% horrific, and a lot of in between that spectrum. That is the way life is supposed to be for all humans. That is the human experience. The human experience is not supposed to be a vacation. It's supposed to be full of obstacles and challenges, and yes, even crises. It's easy to show up as your best in the good and easy 50% of times, but how do you want to show up in the times that are more difficult? Who do you want to be and who do you want to become in those times? What if it was always supposed to be this way for you? What if you were wrong about the story of your life and your marriage? Next thing I want to teach you guys is the concept of circumstances versus drama. Circumstances are things that have absolutely happened. They're non-negotiable. Everybody on the planet would believe that it's true. It's something that actually happened. It's an email that said X, Y, and Z. It is the endorsement from the judge. It's that there's a worldwide COVID pandemic. Those are all circumstances. They occur outside of you. They are non-negotiable. They are the facts that affect your life. Now let's talk about drama. Drama is your thoughts about the circumstances. All the drama is in your brain. Without a thought about a circumstance, there is no drama. You can have a circumstance but not think about it, and you'll have no drama about it. And this is where all of your power and agency lies. It's powerful because you get to choose what you're going to think about any circumstance. So I want you to consider choosing the thoughts that best serve you so that you can show up in the way that you want. Now, your brain is going to offer you all sorts of other thoughts and try to convince you that these thoughts are not optional. But thoughts are always negotiable. They're always optional. So if you want peace in your life and you want to survive these crises and have reasonable mind management, you need to understand that all the drama is just coming from your thoughts, and you have complete agency and control over what you choose to think about any circumstance. No matter what the circumstance line is of your model, you can do your best to manage your mind so that you can show up in the way that you want. Let's talk about a concept I like to call pre-traumatic stress. So what does that mean? It means hyper-focusing on everything that might go wrong. It's your imagination running wild before something's actually happened. It's living in the worst case scenario. Now, you guys all know that I love making peace with the worst case scenario, but it doesn't mean that you need to focus on it 100% of the time. In fact, if you focus on it 100% of the time, you'll never even see the possibilities, the other possibilities that could occur, the other possibilities that might exist. So the antidote to pre-traumatic stress, which will keep you spinning in anxiety, is to get really present. Start stating what is currently occurring. I'm sitting here in my office chair. I'm on Zoom recording a video. My son is upstairs practicing his LSAT. My dog is sleeping next to me. I've got clean water beside me. I like to bring myself back to the present to stop my mind from spinning in the worst case scenario and hyper focusing on it. Here's a worst case scenario. Let's admit we're all going to die at some point in our lifetime, right? We're all going to die eventually. But I might die today, but I don't spend my day hyper focused on the fact that today might be my last day and that today is going to be the day that I die. It hasn't happened yet. When things happen, we can decide we'll figure it out and we'll deal with it at the time. Now, death, we won't have a chance to figure out. But you see my point, I hope. It's really important to give equal airtime in your brain to both the positive best case scenario and the worst case scenario, at least equal airtime to both. Spinning in worst case scenario will keep you in this constant state of cortisol and stress, and you will never be able to perform as your best self. You are anticipating things before they even happen. Your imagination is running wild and catastrophizing, and you're stressing so much that you might not even need to be stressing about. You're worrying about things that haven't even happened yet and may not happen. All right, last topic for managing your mind during crisis. It's what I like to call leading change. So we can all agree that your life will be a series of unexpected events. That is just the way it is for humans. There will be divorces, there will be deaths, there will be accidents, there will be stock market crashes, there'll be winning money, losing money, all sorts of events that happen. And you can say no to all the unwanted, unexpected events and reject them and not play your poker hand and not really live your life. Or you could say yes to all of it. This is something that's happened. We get to neutralize it as a circumstance and decide deliberately. So we're going to accept it and we're going to adapt to it, and we're going to decide deliberately how we're going to think about it, how we're going to feel about it, and that's going to affect how we show up for it. Look around you at some of the people who have adapted to major unexpected events, people who become quadriplegics, people who lose their vision, people who have survived Auschwitz concentration camp. These people inspire us when they adapt and they lead their change. They decide how they want to show up in these circumstances. And I am offering you exactly the same opportunity when you face a crisis. Just dial it down, neutralize the circumstance to just the circumstance. Remember, the rest of it is all just your mind drama, and you can decide deliberately how you're going to think about it. And that's going to affect exactly how you show up as a parent, in court, how you show up professionally, how you get to show up in life. That part is all within your control.